What would you do if you find yourself swimming close to the seashore and all of a sudden a wild animal starts swimming towards you? How will you react if the animal is gigantic, filled with sharp teeth, and has a really bad reputation? Most people will never feel safe in the water again. There are lots of scary animals in the sea, but these are the friendliest animals you will ever come across. We are going to plunge into the depths of the ocean, searching for the friendliest sea creatures around the planet. And for some extra fun, find our mascot Ned hiding throughout the video. Sea otter. These critters' smaller cousins are usually the ones you see at the zoo. River otters are small mammals, about the size of a small dog, and are often spotted playing hide-and-seek with one another or tossing around their favorite rock. Different species of otters are found around the globe, and the sea otter is the super-sized cousin of all. But do you know that sea otters don't even live in the sea? Although they once ranged from Mexico to Alaska, sea otters live in coastal areas in the Pacific Ocean, more so in areas where kelp is readily available. They use kelp for anchoring. They wrap themselves with it while resting and holding hands with one another so not to drift away in the vast ocean. Sea otters are very family-oriented. While wrapped in the kelp, mothers will lick their baby's fur for hours in order to fluff their extremely thick hair that will then act as a flotation device. And there is more. Sea otters are very unique animals. They are among the few animals that use tools. They carry their favorite rock in a pouch under their forearms and use it to smash open their prey. Sea otters are very friendly and very curious about us humans, but there is a limit to how friendly they will want you to be. Sea otters are about the size of a medium-sized dog that will like to steal your freshly caught fish. If they do, just let them. You don't want a decorative bite from a hungry sea otter. Manatee. Have you ever seen an ugly mermaid? All the mermaids in movies and TV shows, they are never fat or ugly. Yet, the origins of the myth are based on an animal that will probably be considered both by most people. Sightings of mermaids by sailors were common in olden times. Their long hair and voluptuous bodies were made into songs. The Atlantic, West Indian Oceans, as well as the Amazon region, are home for the different species of mermaids, or manatees. These gentle giants are also herbivores who are called sirenians or sea cows. Manatees eat seagrass, and sometimes the grass will get stuck on their heads, giving them the illusion of a woman swimming near the surface of the water. In fact, Christopher Columbus, while passing the Dominican Republic, spotted 3 manatees. He later wrote that the mermaids were not half as beautiful as they are painted. There has never been a report of a manatee attacking a human. People enjoy paddling near them, or they can easily be spotted near nuclear plants where the warm waters offer a refuge from the cold during the winter months. It's always advised to stay far away, so not to stress them out. Manta Ray. What if a bat could swim underwater? Now, imagine that same bat, the size of a queen-size mattress. If you run into it while snorkeling around the coral reefs in the Bahamas, what will you do? The warm waters of the ocean near the Earth's equator are home to the creatures that fit that description and could breach the water like a dolphin or a whale flying through the air. Meet the majestic Manta Ray. This gigantic oceanic glider can be seen swimming in very large groups, eating zooplankton as they navigate the vast ocean. Unlike the stingrays, they don't need a sting to be safe from predators, yet they are not always immune to sharks and orcas, especially if nothing else is around. The tropical waters of the country of Ecuador host many species of manta rays. To protect them, the Ecuadorian government passed a law prohibiting all fishing for manta rays, even their sale. Around the same time, all the way across the globe, Indonesia realized that manta ray tourism brought 10 times more revenue from manta rays kept alive and free than if they were sold for food. This shift made Indonesia the largest manta ray sanctuary in the world. People can go and swim with them, yet next time you head out to play with the manta rays, keep in mind that they have a very fragile mucous membrane that protects them from infections. When they come into contact with our touch, their fragile membrane could break, exposing them to infections. Port Jackson shark. It seems like the animals from Australia are large, dangerous, and either poisonous or with gigantic teeth. Well, this is not the case with the Port Jackson shark. About the size of an average human adult, this nocturnal shark likes to eat fish, squids, and smaller animals. Many scuba divers enjoy swimming with them at night. Their teeth are small and could barely pierce the human skin, making them harmless. During the mating season, even when the males are more territorial, they may not be able to bite you, but will try to push you away to protect their range. They will not attack humans unless stepped on while sleeping. But who wouldn't? Palau jellyfish. Jellyfish get a bad reputation because of their well-known painful stings. And what if you were surrounded by jellyfish with no way out? It could very well be some people's worst nightmare. But in certain situations, you can reach out and pet them. This is a true possibility. Next time you travel to Palau Lake, in the island country of Palau, near the Philippines, and find yourself in the same situation facing a jellyfish, have no fear. Adaptation has played a role on these unique jellyfish that don't have stingers. Since there are no predators in this marine lake, the jellyfish don't need to protect themselves. Swimming with the Palau jellyfish is truly a great adventure without any painful risks. Dolphin. There are many anecdotal accounts of dolphins saving people from sharks, and even from larger dolphins like orcas, known as killer whales. But dolphins do a lot more for humans than just save us from becoming dinner. They may actually have healing powers. Dolphins use echolocation or sonar to better quote-unquote see underwater, much like bats do. Based on research, their sonars have healing qualities for people with illnesses, disabilities, or women who are about to give birth. But don't take their kindness for granted. If you approach their babies or they perceive you as dangerous, they will not hesitate to retaliate in order to protect their weaker members, just like any human would do. Dolphins are highly intelligent animals who need their pods to socialize, hunt, and reproduce. All dolphins, that includes orcas and pilot whales, need massive amounts of space to move around, not just a large pool used for human healing purposes. A few years ago, India institutionalized legal rights that protect the quote-unquote non-human persons from harm, hunting, or captivity. White sharks. What if I told you that Jaws could be your best friend? Imagine swimming in the ocean and suddenly a great white shark comes to say hi. This is actually more common than you think, and no, they're not always coming for you. There are several stories of people swimming with the great whites. In a particular encounter, the most misunderstood species of shark in the planet spent the entire day swimming with divers off the coast of Oahu, Hawaii. Diver Ocean Ramsey said that a 20-foot-long female, the size of a mid-sized shipping container, came to say hi by brushing her body against their boat in January 2019. It's rare to find great white sharks in Oahu at that time of the year, since the waters are warmer than what the great whites like. Ramsey believes she had met this large female in Isla Guadalupe a few years before. This impressive female's name is Deep Blue, and she's approximately 50 years old. Best of all, she appears to be pregnant. Sea turtle. They may end up big, yet they start out very small. We all have seen many videos of them hatching from their eggs and making their way to the sea, aided by people. Sea turtles are found in all tropical and subtropical oceans and are most often spotted by swimmers near the coral reefs looking for food. Each species of sea turtle feeds on a very specific diet. Some feed off lobsters or jellyfish, while others are vegetarian. Although sea turtles don't have fingers, they sure know how to grab their food as if they did. With their front flippers, they forage and even hold their food to nibble at it. Many swimmers who have encountered sea turtles say that the turtles will swim peacefully by their side, minding their own business. And when ready to lay eggs, female sea turtles head out to the warm sands of the beach and dig a hole where to lay the new generation, every year going to the same spot. This behavior makes it easier for turtle conservancy groups to mark the nests. Using ropes, beachgoers will not disrupt the area by mistake. Next time you go to the beach, you may see the roped areas where the precious sea turtle eggs are. One great way to help the fragile sea turtle population is by covering the holes dug while playing in the sand. The newly hatched turtles could fall into the holes and become easy prey to seagulls or perish from exhaustion trying to get out. When heading to the beach on your next vacation, look up dates for when the turtles hatch. You may be part of the exciting conservation of this majestic, gentle animal. Humpback whales. One of the largest animals in the planet. As long as a semi-truck and weigh just as much. They live in the major oceans and travel long distances for food and shelter during breeding season. Although adult humpback whales don't have predators, their calves are very vulnerable to orcas and great white sharks. That's why every year humpback whales travel from the icy waters of Alaska to the warmer waters of the Pacific Ocean to mate, give birth, and nurture their young. Females can be seen with their calves swimming near the beaches of Hawaii. It's truly breathtaking to see them approaching boats while teaching their young how to hunt for food. Humpback whales are very curious about us, and they mean us no harm, but can jump out of the water, causing a big and potentially dangerous splash. While it's frowned upon to intentionally get any closer to 100 feet, many whales will peek out of the water near boats to see us humans. One of the most beautiful experiences I had was swimming in the islands of Hawaii. While I was submerged in the water snorkeling on early April, I could hear the whales communicating. Their sounds carry very long distances, and it feels like an invitation to a magical world where their voices sound like the most beautiful symphony you will ever hear. Thank you for watching this video about friendliest sea creatures. Remember to comment, subscribe, and have fun exploring our oceans. Now, regardless of how friendly all these animals could be, it's extremely important to give them space. They may react harshly if they feel threatened, and worse, if they have offsprings to protect. Thank you again, and until next time. Remember to click the bell icon after you subscribe so you can get instant notifications of all our new videos.